Shalom Avracha. So we are here on Zes Chanukah. Zes Chanukah, the translation of this Chanukah is that this is Chanukah. This is what Chanukah is all about. So let's talk about it a little bit, about what Chanukah is, so we can all find that, dial into that space, to that click, to that vibration, to understand where it's at. So we have everything comes from the source of one. Everything is mushrish, everything is sourced in one. And from that one is where evolution happens. And when evolution happens, there's multiplication. The more one something is one, the more it multiplies. Because the more I am one, the more it's going to express itself in multiplication. Because once it goes into tzimtzum, once it restricts itself and it doesn't show itself at its full true color, then it's trying to understand the point of one. So once the one goes into hibernation, so what's coming out of it is the shadow. The shadow is trying to understand the light, and it's trying to understand the light, and it's trying to understand the light. Because once it comes out from being in oneness and immersed in being encompassed in one, then it's constantly trying. So the more it's one, the more it's trying to understand where it's coming from. It's trying to understand it. It's trying to understand something. And the more it's trying to understand something, it can't understand it because it's in oneness. And now it's ready. It's multiplying, and it goes into endless opportunity and endless spin. So Hanukkah is a time where and the way the wheel that carries this oneness, this structure is in 7 days, 7 attributes, which is the 7 midas emotions, the 7 emotions. And each emotion has 7 in it, and each 7 has, it keeps going, but we count only to 3. Chesed shebechesed shebechesed, that's as far as we go. But then even that is gevura shebechesed, gevura shebechesed, so it's endless possibilities. But really, all that is only, the point of all that is only to get us back to one, to get us back to the source. So we can get lost in translation. I can get lost in trying to understand why and when and how. But ultimately, if I'm not connected to the source, if I don't have the humility and I'm not humble enough to understand that there is one, there's only one, and there is a space of just being. If I'm not connected to that, then you can go on that spin, you can go on that loop forever, and it's kind of like a form of kafakela. It's an endless spin. But Hanukkah is a time of where we are going into. We have the 7 days. 7 days is the 7 midas, the 7 going through the process of 7, where we're processing through. We're coming into Teva, because the world is created on Teva. Teva is nature, the way things are, Mother Nature. My struggle is part of my nature. This is what it is. That's all I know. It's because of what I know, what I don't know, what I have and what I don't have, my lack and my abundance. My abundance is also because this is who I am. I'm just a guy that knows how to make it. I just know how to get to make money, or I know how to be in success. So we're getting caught up into that, into the struggle, because we're getting caught up into the nature. We're getting caught up into Teva, and that's exactly what the Yavanim wanted us to. They wanted to force to establish that there is Teva, there is a system, and deny that there is something bigger, something deeper, that there is a oneness. And once they did that, it's basically putting us out of business, because we are connected. We're connected to a source that's one. We're connected to a source that is higher than what the Teva is, than what nature is. We can tap in. Yes, we have our humility, and we're entering in the space of multiplication. We have the humility, and we're going into exile. We have the humility. Yosef went into Mitzrayim, and Yaakov went into Mitzrayim, and then he tried to take Yehuda out from that place of oneness, and that was the showdown, which we may or may not. Hopefully, we'll get to it later the week, because Parshas Vayigash. But ultimately, the whole idea was that we have the humility, but we understand that's how the Yisraelim. We understand that at the end of it is that there is something called that there is the oneness, and that is that is Lahading Ner Chanukah. Chanukah is not the fire that we're lighting. The Rosh Levi talks about it. Is like, why on Chanukah do we light candles? Because we found the jug of oil. Why not do we celebrate on Pesach the clouds, or Kriyas Yamsuf when we split the sea? Do we celebrate the water? Why do we celebrate on this Yom Tov? We celebrate the action that happened. So the answer is that Hanukkah is fire. It is fire. Today it's a Yom Tov of fire. It's a Yom Tov that we're celebrating. That we're going into a place that is melting away the illusion of Teva, the illusion of my status quo. And it's activating the one within. It's activating the one within that I can't deny, and I'm denying. Everything else falls apart. I'm going into the one, and this is also why on Hanukkah, Zos Hanukkah is the Gemara Chasima from Rosh Hashanah. This is the Gemara. Today is the stamp of the Gemara. Why? Why is it that? Why today? Because today is where we're actually going into the source. We're actually in physical. Yes. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot, we are in there in concept, or in Olam HaMachshava, but bringing it into the body, bringing it into the world where we have a Yom Tov that we're actually not hibernating at home. We're out there, we're lighting candles, we're lighting fire, we're working, we're active, we're bringing the light into the activity. Remember that we're doing actions just to capture the light. So we're doing activity to capture the light. So we have 7 days, you have 7 candles. Each candle is a day, each candle is an attribute, but then something happens. We have the 8th day. The 8th day doesn't have, it's off the grid. The 8th day doesn't have a day. The 8th day is something that we're stepping into another day. We're redoing something else, but really what the 8th day is doing, since it doesn't have, it's something, it's an overhang. It's hanging in midair. The 8th day is what's exposing the oneness. The 8th day is what's bringing us back into, taking us out from the sleeve, taking us out from the wheel, from the regulations of nature, the restrictions of the box, of the shape of the stencil, and it's taking us into something that is midair. It takes us back to the source, going into oneness. And when we're going into the oneness, that's where we can have a Gemar Chasima Tova. I can be stamped, because if I am in the space of, remember, what we see is what we project. So now today is the right day to be stamped. I want to be seen from where I'm at today, from the source, which is, it's not about if you're feeling it or if you're not feeling it. It's not about if you're doing it or not doing it. This is where we're at today. We are right now in the 8th candle. We're in the number 8. The number 8 also is redemption. It's Mashiach, the number 8. The number 8 is because it's Yitzchak Avinu, and it's also the Bina. From the Bina, from Bina is where I'm going into understanding. And understanding, as we said before, it's multiplication. Multiplication is endless possibilities of multiplying scenarios. That's endless. But after I'm going through the exhausting process of multiplying and evolving and going through every single option of my feelings and of my lacks and all that, where I'm just exhausted and I'm just tired, and that's when I'm entering into my oneness. Now, if I don't have the humility, and if I don't have the grounding that I know that ultimately I'm just in a process, then the spin continues. But on Hanukkah, regardless of what you're going through, the light is shining. It's the Eregonis. It's the light of one. It's the light where it's the light of La'ased Lave. Yom Shekulei Shabbos. It's the day that is the one day. It's only one. We're going back to the one day that we're entering into. We're entering into that one day. That is where we're connected to the oneness. That we're connected. We're going from the bina. We're entering into the keser, to the crown, to the oneness. It's also we're getting to a place. Remember that everything is our energies, our missions, our energy body is programmed with a mission, which has the levels all the way, goes into the level of the soul, the cellular, the soul, the neshama. The neshama has a mission, has a tafkid, and what happens is that creates our physical. Our physical is being driven. It's a merkava. It's holding my higher self. Okay, and then my higher self is holding the other higher self, going all the way back to the source, to our sources. As we're going through the process of evolution, that the false the false evolution, the false what's been created by our by fears and by judgments from us to others, from others to us, due to whatever we've been through. We've created these monsters. We've created these fake beings, these fake needs, and all that is taking us out of alignment. So we are definitely we're in the era of Gula. We are in the moments of Gula. It's happening right now. That mold, that structure is very weak. It's almost like it doesn't make any sense. It's like it's almost like there's some sort of like the picture, my fight. What I was holding on to and holding a grudge and holding a certain opinion, my deep opinions and strong judgments of others that we've been so deeply rooted within us, which is within our relationships between friends, spouse, or our kids. All that, the way we view our kids, the way I view myself, that I need to be around the community kids, all that is kind of like, it's almost like it's vaping out. It's releasing itself. So it's important to be mindful of that. That we're in the power of the koich of Zes Chanukah is definitely is the day that you want to be sealed in happiness and abundance, and tapping into the oneness. He rolls the light for the dark and the dark for the light, which means that it's almost like it's being rolled out. Everything is, the idea is to understand, to going into the oneness, finding the one, finding the etzem, finding the essence within. What that is, look into the candles, be with the candles, the candles have been lit, it's in the atmosphere, it's there. After 8 days of being soaked and embraced in the oil from the outside in, from inside out, there is a lot going on. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of cleansing. There's a lot of light coming in. I don't want to say opportunity, because opportunity feels like something that I need to do something, and if I don't, then I missed out on opportunity. It's not. That's not. It is. It's happening. It's happening regardless of what is. It's happening. You may feel it. The difference is you may feel it one way, and if you're doing the work, you may feel it in another way. If you learn Torah, you may feel it another way. If you daven, you may feel it another way. And if you just eat donuts, you're going to feel it another way. You may feel guilty about all the donuts that you ate, but you're in the process and you're being processed, and it's happening regardless of what the matzav is, because this is what it is. This is who we are. Ultimately, we are vessels of light. We are lamp lighters. Inside in each and every one, there is a chip that is connected to, has that the number 8 within Zion, that is connected, and the Leidachem and Nidach that keeps reverberating from the source. Nobody will be left behind. Nobody will be left behind. There's a certain sense of angst. There's a sense. There's a pulse that keeps. There's a click. There's a pulse that keeps being released from the source, that says nobody will be left behind, which means that we're all emanating from it. Everything is emanating from it, but there is a vibe over here. There is a code over here that is connected to, that keeps being called back home. It goes out, and then we're sending, every time we're feeling a lack, and every time we're feeling a meitzar, we're feeling a restriction, we're sending back a signal. It's like when a bird loses its infants, the babies, and it starts, it screams, and they scream back until it locates it. So no sound, no click, no vibration, no sound is going lost. Everything is going back to the source. It's nitzki, and the deeper it comes, sometimes it's not coming from a deep enough place, so it just gets picked up and gets stuck in different elements. It gets stuck in different levels. But on Hanukkah, on this Hanukkah is where we're going into the panim, we're going into the one, we're going into the truth of the emes of the emes. And when you're sending out a signal from that place, if it's by doing a prayer, putting in tzedakah, it's a big time to give tzedakah, nickel, dimes, put it into the pushka, put in tzedakah, or by learning, or by intentional, doing something intentional, or by simply being with yourself, being in your izbaidas with yourself, whatever you can do, just being mindful that who I am, and that I'm feeling a yearning of wanting to go, wanting to be somewhere. I'm feeling an anxiety. The anxiety is because I am not aligned with what I need to be aligned. Anxiety is not a thing. It's not something that you have a condition. You don't have a condition. The condition is telling you that you're out of alignment. You're out of tune. That's all it's saying. So it's a time to. Today is a time to tap into that space, to tap into that point, to that beep, to that sound, sending out a stress signal that I'm in need of. I need to be seen. I need to be embraced. I need to be loved. I need to be I want to give. I want to receive. I want to be in relationship with myself, not with my the perception of what's perceived, what's been put out, the heaviness and the blockages that I'm living through. So today's a clean slate. Remember also, it's like where you have all the 8 candles are burning, and which means that there is no the screen is a full glow. Everything is, it's a clean slate. It's a clean, pure screen that we are showing up with a full coming fully. What's the word? Because it's not light. It's a black screen. It's black matter. I'm coming with an open mind. I'm coming with no agenda. No agenda. I'm not carrying anything. It's just me and me again. Just showing up from that place of being self, whatever that is. I'm accepting, and from that place I can receive from that place of one. To go into the Yom Echad, to receive from the Aragonas, from the light of the future, La'aseh love it, which is the past, present, and future is all happening right now. So have an awesome Hanukkah and a Gemach Simchat Tova with all the blessings that you need. And if you don't know what you need, then you should be blessed to find what you need and know what to ask for. Have an awesome day.